order. Please stand to salute the nation's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In attendance this evening are Supervisors Fisher, Agizio, Casiola, Fleer, and Barney. In addition, Don Januso, Township Manager, Jack King, Director of Planning and Assistant Township Manager, Bill Bodorf, Director of Public Works, Engineer Dan Deiseroth of Gateway Engineers, and Attorney Gretchen Moore, Township Solicitor. Comments will be taken at this time for any item to be voted on by the board that appears on the agenda. General Township comments or questions will be addressed before the close of the meeting. Please step to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Anybody, is that Ray? Yeah. Go ahead, you can just step right up here.
My name is Ian York. I'm at 204 Lynn Drive in New Brighton, Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm here to address the board about
We can't hear, can you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm here to address the board about item 159. I represent First Choice Plumbing about our non-conforming zoning.
Okay.
And I'm here just to address the board, to answer any questions that they might have about the zoning.
Okay.
I don't object to that.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I think if the board votes to approve that, then there's going to be a pending appeal. I don't think we should be discussing with the applicant.
I mean, at this point, I don't know that there's any specific questions from our board. If any of the board members have discussion during that resolution item that you can address, we'll consider allowing you to come back. But right now, I don't think any board members have any questions.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have comments or questions for items that will appear, that are on the agenda? Okay. I'm gonna skip over some of the announcements because there's a bunch. I just will remind you that our next meeting is Tuesday, September 6th at 7 p.m. because of the Labor Day holiday. There's no discussion items tonight, so we're gonna jump right into resolutions. The first resolution is 155-2022. Consider application 2022-0017 for the Silver Creek Planned Residential Development, location Silver Creek Lane, R2 Medium Density Residential Zoning District, applicant Miranda Homes. I'm actually going to ask that the board tables this tonight. We held a hearing prior to this meeting at 6 o'clock, and there were some conditions that came up based on that hearing by suggested members of the board, and we need a little bit of time to allow our township engineer and our township solicitor to review those conditions and to write them into a form that we can then present to the applicant. If there's okay, so the motion has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of tabling this, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Darlene, did you vote aye? Okay. So that's 5-0. We're going to table this.
No, Cindy.
Huh?
Darlene said no.
She said aye. Darlene, did you say yes or no?
For the,
Tabling it?
yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. She said yes for tabling. 156-2022, consider setting a date for the continuation of the public hearing regarding conditional use application 2022-0014 for construction of a new communications tower location 162 County Line Road, R1 Low Density Residential Zoning District, applicant Elevated Properties LLC, AT&T and Verizon Wireless. Where's Jack? Did we get an extension past the August 19th date? Did we reach out to them? For the communications tower, because we have 45 days from the hearing, which is August 19th. Okay, so then let's set the meeting prior to August 19th just to avoid, so at this point, we don't need a continuation. Hold on one second, let me pull my calendar. Is anybody opposed to Monday, actually I can't, or Monday, this 15th or the 16th?
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
This is zoning hearing.
Zoning hearing board and,
That's okay.
municipal.
Well, we could always bump ourselves. We could do Tuesday, the 16th.
Yeah.
Does that work? And but their meetings are at 6, right?
6:30.
Wait a minute.
So we could start it at 7:30. Give them an hour.
But she's checking, the authority.
The authority meets on the 16th.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we could give the authority from 6:30 to 7:30 and then have our meeting immediately following at 7:30.
Fine with me.
Okay.
This way I don't have to go home.
Thrilled about going home, are you? Okay, so we'll set that meeting for 7:30 on August 16th.
And in the meantime, if you do get an extension from the applicant and you want to push it back,
Yeah, we can.
you can do that too.
Okay. 157-2022, consider application 2022-0019 for the Ceenzia Self Storage Facility Addition Site Plan Location 90 Cowden Road, C1 General Commercial Zoning District, applicant HMT and Associates. The Planning Commission reviewed this application on July 21st, 2022.
Terry, you want to come up and talk about your plan? Yeah, this is an accessory building to the.
Can you talk into the microphone?
Sure.
Sorry.
This is an accessory building to the existing self-storage facility, Ceenzia Self Storage, located off of Cowden Road.
Can you load it up for us?
That's
I can't read anything.
Plus.
Yes.
So the planning commission reviewed this. It's a 100 by 43-foot building. We understand it's strictly going to be for use for an accessory building to help take care of the property here. There's a small access driveway off of it to get into this facility. They've installed a small stormwater management facility right here to address the roof drains. And they have landscaping provided. Terry, what are these trees, shrubs? Do we have a detail on that?
I do not, I can give you whatever, because they had said that they had wanted a buffer between,
Right,
so we
can we make this visual, like a, something that's gonna grow maybe into a visual screen or something like that, like some
And-
arborvitae or?
And something that's gonna be year round, yeah.
Right, that's fine. Yep,
Yep.
no problem.
Any questions by the board?
Yeah, take it back a second. This is gonna be cold storage?
Pardon?
You brought that thing up, it said cold storage.
Yeah, they're just gonna, the idea is that it's only going to be used for
Tractors,
equipment and
they're-
other
No
things.
heating.
No heat.
No heating.
Okay, I was just wondering if it was like refrigerated storage.
No heating.
No.
Can you show some on the left, on the south side? Whatever, of that drive, or something on that side.
This side here.
Yes, yeah, just something, because that's where everybody sees coming down.
Yeah, this-
Yeah, okay, yeah, on that side of the drive, yeah.
Any other board questions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Moved, is there a second?
I would just recommend that the motion include that the landscaping be a visual all year round planting, and there be additional shrubs be planted on the south side of the driveway.
For sure. Carol, did you get that? Okay. It's been moved, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 158-2022, consider application 2022-0020 for the J. Freed Building Addition Site Plan Location 3337 Millers Run Road, C3 Village Commercial Zoning District, applicant Wildman Chambers Design, or Clamors Design. The Planning Commission reviewed this application on July 21st, 2022.
Is there anybody here to represent this application? Okay, this is the old PNC site along Miller's Run Road. Sorry, I'm gonna scramble it over. I wasn't expecting to do the presentation. So they're proposing a small addition to the building, and then they're proposing a screening, or, I'm sorry, a covered area.
What are they putting there? What'd you say, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it proposes to enclose a garage area and an unenclosed patio to add on to the site. So really, there's no more occupied space. It's just sort of like amendments to the plan. They're going to restripe some of the parking, but there's really no additional parking. They are adding a bunch of landscaping around the site. They're putting in a trash enclosure. So they're just getting geared up for a different, just adding on to the building to repurpose it. The Planning Commission reviewed it and recommended approval. Again, it's, just trying to see if there's anything else here to. They meet the parking requirements. There's 1 per 300 square feet is required, so there's 12 spaces required, 12 are provided. That's really about it. They've given us a photometric plan, so we know the lighting's okay. They put in the refuge area. They've given us a landscaping plan that meets the requirement of the ordinance. So it's in order.
Dan, I do have a question on that little stub that goes to the next property owner to the west.
Yeah.
With the bank and the fire department and that neighbor there was always seemed like there was an access through there all the time. Is that a legal access? Do you know, can they clarify that on the plan?
We can have them add that note to the plan that has to remain in place, but according to this plan.
No, I'm not suggesting that. I mean, it's their property, but I'm showing that they're not showing any screening there. Is it because they have access down there?
No, they haven't blocked off with big concrete blocks.
I know, but I'm just showing the screening, just it seems like that they're keeping that open.
Yeah, they're keeping it open here, definitely for the access. This side, Tom?
Yeah, but do they have legal access to that? Is it?
That's a good question. I don't know that
I
question.
mean, I don't care one way or the other, but if they don't, the landscaping should be straight through there.
I'm with you. Okay.
Can we clarify that?
Yeah, the neighbors down there might have cooperated with the bank and the fire department for all those years, but that doesn't mean the neighbor's going to cooperate with a new business up there.
Agree.
And is it strictly going to be office?
This is just a renovation. I don't think it's a sale. It is office, yes.
So is the current owner renovating in the hopes of renting it out, or do they already have a tenant? Or
I think the
a use?
tenant's going to remain. They're just adding these amenities to the building itself.
Then just make sure it's clear, but I don't care one way or the other. If they have
It's not
access,
him
they can
now,
have it.
though.
Yeah, this is already paved and connected, so you'd have to rip it out.
Okay. Is there any other questions by the board? Is there a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second? I'll second it. Moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 5-0.